Assalamu alaikum. Hey guys, so I'm on the streets of Lahore with my very handsome brother and I'm trying to get a glimpse of Androon Lahore, which is the walled city, the ancient city. Life here is totally different. That's not something that you would imagine back in Canada or even like within Lahore. There are areas that are very posh and very wide roads and sophisticated, but here roads are tight and you have to be very patient with each other when you're driving. I decided to go on a motorbike because there's no way you can go through these streets on a vehicle. Like you can, but it will take forever. So enjoy the tour with me. I may know about some of the buildings, but not all of them. So let's enjoy. We started our journey in a posh area of Lahore with its manicured roads, rows of trees, sidewalks, and a street vendor selling lemonade. This is Firozpur Road. The road owes its name to how it was initially connected to Firozpur in East Punjab. Now it connects to Kasur, the city of Sufi poet Baba Bulle Shah. You take a turn and drive by the beautiful Lahore Canal. This canal was built by the Mughal emperors and stretches over 60 kilometers. Though the canal's actual purpose is irrigation, yet in summer this also serves as one of the longest pools to dive in and beat the summer heat. Our next turn brings us to this intersection where Lakshmi Chowk, an icon of Lahore's cultural history, stands gracefully. The actual building has been eaten up by the winds of time, but the facade stood up to the test of times. Lakshmi is a Hindu goddess of money and fame. Rightfully named, this place was a hub of filmmaking industry, and the connecting road housed many film theaters. A little ahead, you cannot miss the Allison College, established in 1869 by the very generous humanitarian Dayal Singh. This whole area boasts of so much history, alive in its buildings, neglected by the authorities, but still in use by locals. These historic buildings, they are nestled in between modern construction, mostly shopping centers, sadly. A tree growing in the wall catches my attention. This must be the work of a bird who dropped a seedling on a cemented wall. Supported by the perfect growing climate, the seedling grew into a tree. Subhanallah. I was fascinated to see the jharoka, a common feature in classical Indian architecture. They're just windows projecting out, and usually they are covered with jalis. As the area of the walled city is a commercial heartland of Pakistan, most wholesale markets such as Shaolin Market reside here, and they supply cheap goods to all the retailers. Every now and then you come across a masjid in between all the chaos of a busy road. Lahore is a city of foodies, and this is very evident in the walled city. Harissa, mithai, aloo bundi, paya, dahi bhalle, halwa puri, you name it. Some of the best flavors are found here. Many of food vendors are sold out within 2 hours of setting their stall.
I recorded a lot of footage of these streets, the narrow streets of Lahore, thinking of all those people who have left Lahore many, many years ago and are residing in foreign countries now, and wondering what their city looks like now. And this here is a treat for all those people who are sitting in faraway lands and wanting to see the streets of Lahore. In the next frame, you see this masjid. This is called Shabbhar Masjid. They say this masjid was built overnight, and this inspired one of the poets, Allama Iqbal, to say the couplet, Masjid to banali Shabbhar mein, Iman ki hararat walon ne, Man apna purana papi hai, barson mein namazi ban na saka.
So we're stuck in this traffic jam for I don't know how many minutes, and there are no rules, no lanes, nothing. So you just being on a motorbike helps because you can weave through the lanes and try to exit, and that's all you can do. And it's very the smog here is very terrible. Like you're breathing it in, and the clothes I'm wearing, like I can feel it on my skin.
Driving through this narrow street, I was surprised to see a masjid right in the middle of the street. I wondered, why would someone erect a worship place while blocking a streetway? Why? And then I came across another one, same pattern. Maybe it was a trend here. Maybe people were okay with that. Weaving through the narrow streets of Lahore reminded me of Mushtaq Ahmad Yusufi's quote that only my Urdu-speaking audience would understand. He said, اندرون لاہور کی گلیاں اتنی تنگ ہیں کہ اگر ایک طرف سے عورت آ رہی ہو اور دوسری جانب سے مرد تو درمیان میں صرف نکاح کی گنجائش بچتی ہے. Finally, we entered through one of the historic gates. There was no signage referring to the name of this historic place, only the wooden door standing as an ode to the ancient city, silently watching. After doing some online research, I figured it was Mochi Darwaza, the cobbler's gate. Or was it Lahori Darwaza? I'm still unsure. And we continue through narrow streets, looking at all those brick walls that have been there for ages. It was nice to see a green belt and a small playground for children. The houses were so connected that I wondered if the hearts of people are just as closely connected to each other. Overlooking Urdu Bazaar, where you can buy stationery and all paper products, we entered Shaolin Market. The last time I came to Shaolin Market, it was eons ago. Shaolin Market is a wholesale market named after the Mughal king Aurangzeb's son. What you see is only the main road here. It takes a daring heart to go into the narrow galleys to do shopping there. This ancient city, Lahore, reached its peak of glory during the Mughal rulers, especially in the reign of Akbar, who made it his capital city. And the presence of the Mughals is very obvious in naming of streets and bazaars. My eyes were searching for older buildings, buildings that were centuries ago, buildings that spoke of history. But all I saw was construction that was done between 1950s to present day. I kept searching. And then I came across the Rang Mahal School. This was established in 1850s, around 1850s. I was trying to picture in my head the time when this whole area, the Androon Lahore, the walled city, was filled with havelis. They were beautiful big houses and families lived there together. And this area would have havelis and bazaars. The havelis ceased to exist. There might be just a couple, just a few that still exist in the walled cities. Some bits and pieces of havelis are visible. You see some jarokas here and there. The havelis ceased to exist, and the bazaars continue to expand. The market is attached to Rang Mahal, a great place to shop for dresses, handcrafted, custom-made, fine sequin work available there at a very affordable price. The connecting markets specialize in items related to wedding gifts, pots, pans, clothes, jewelry, and such. A Suneri masjid hides behind all these shops, but I was only able to catch a brief glimpse of. After all the ado, it was a delight to see the minarets of Masjid Wazir Khan.
This is the mosque that I've traveled all the way to come visit and do my Salatul Maghrib in here. I can't wait. I'm beyond delighted. I've never seen this masjid before. It has a very rich history. And the handwork is just exquisite. It's so intricate, every little detail, and I can't wait to see the mosque from inside. So I've traveled for about an hour or more to come to this place. It's called Masjid Wazir Khan, and I'll show you around. But look at the building behind me. Not just the masjid is beautiful. I bet this is an old building that you see behind me.
My heart felt a gush of delight mixed with a peaceful serenity on seeing the facade of the masjid. The masjid was rightfully placed right in the middle of an extremely busy area, reminding people to take a break from the hustle and bustle of city life, and also providing them that opportunity to just go in the masjid and just take a break from the city life. With its arabesque artwork, geometric tile work, arches, minarets, jarokas, red brick floor, the masjid invited its visitors to find inner peace. Once you enter the masjid, a sacredness, a meditative state, and awe takes over. I leave you with images of Masjid Wazir Khan located in the heart of the walled city. I don't feel like giving any more commentary because just seeing this delightful place is a commentary in itself. Enjoy the images, and when you get an opportunity to go to Lahore, don't forget to go to Masjid Wazir Khan. I really don't get why these tiny rooms are here. They're numbered and they're old doors, and the rooms are small. You can see they're not in use. They're like 8 by 10 maybe, and they're not being used. But I wonder what was the usage of these rooms back in time. Was it used for student hostels? Students would come to learn about Quran. I'm not too sure. Just check out the brick. This is really old brick from 1500s and 1600s. This is original. तो मगरिब की जमात